station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Network Radio. You're in tune to the Harrison and Noble Show on Network Radio. Network Radio.
Yo guys, it's Noble.
And it's Harrison.
And welcome to the Harrison and Noble Show on Network Radio. We're going to be doing loads of cool things today. You guys can obviously comment into the radio with debates. You guys can tell me about things going on around the world. We'll have debates about them. Also going to be some awesome songs playing for you guys today. We're also going to be giving you the weather and news updates along with the travel updates, so you guys can find out what's happening around your area. And if you do like Network Radio and the Harrison and Noble Show, subscribe to the Network Studios YouTube channel and make sure you do give this Network Radio show a big fat blue thumbs up.
Yeah. Also, if any of you do want to see the behind the scenes of the Noble and Harrison show, then go to Universal Gaming Dudes, where they'll be posting behind the scenes of this show every week.
Yeah, so that's simply all you have to do. So we're going to have a tune for you. And what tune is it, Harrison?
Well, we're starting off with quite... this one isn't as well known yet. It isn't as big as, like, Man's Not Hot or Skepta and Stormzy and all that. But it's getting there. It's a very good song.
He's rising up.
Yeah. It's called Fed Up by Banji.
Alright, well, you've got it, guys.
Too many thoughts in my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, and kinda just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that, telling me things about rap, talking the truth and that stab in my back, they will not be off track, no, too many things have been building, been hard to deal with, I just been drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking. Lately I'm living in fear, wondering what if the end is so near. All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control, but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving along. I don't pick up the phone when my family call, I've been doing it wrong, and I don't know what's happening. Trying to get what I just been imagining, getting close and I just been examining all of the fake shit the game has been packaging. I've been keeping real, I've been doing all I feel, I've been out here trying to kill everything I do, I wait till everything I'm working on every night. Another song, every fight, I'm alone, they gon' notice when I'm gone. I come from a town where most of the people are so close-minded. They go into school and they work in their job, but they don't even like it. I won't be put in a box, nobody telling me what I should rock, nobody telling me what I should drop, cause I do what I want and just know I don't stop. Recording till 4 in the morning, they snoring, I'm pouring my soul into every story I'm writing, producing, I mix it, I master, I'm building my craft, and I'm not looking back. I've been going doing things I wanna do when I want to. Everybody wanna get away, but they not do. Everybody wanna copy you, but they not you. Everybody wanna be cool, but they not you. Whoa, look how I go. Gonna be a dentist, I still got the flow. Never gonna lose, cause I'm still doing both. Never gonna lose, cause I've been on the road. Come to your state and I'm killing the show. Know that I'm young and I still gotta grow. Know that I'm working the most, so I'm never gonna choke. And I'm looking back down on the people below. I've been keeping real, I've been going what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat I do. I feel everything I'm working on every night. Another song, every fight, all alone. They gon' notice when I'm gone, when I'm gone.
Well, I don't know about you there, Harrison, but I think that guy had some pure fire right there.
Yeah, I think that song's brilliant. It's been out for quite a few months now, this guy I'm having a look at his stats now on YouTube. When he released this song, he had 60,000 subscribers. He now has 120k
Well, dude,
subscribers.
what you all doing? Like, that was straight fire there. Like, millions
That was
need to
really
be
good.
seeing that. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I am seeing my spare time and all of that, but how he, like, kept that up, and, like, I don't even think he repeated the same thing, like he didn't, like, he said something like one part of the song, but then he didn't go back and say it later on in the song. Like, everything was all new,
Yeah.
fresh. It was coming at such a speed. So, you guys can obviously comment in if there's anything you guys want to say. There's a little debate what I want to start getting going on the network radio, on the Harrison and Noble show here today. I think this is quite a big one. It's affecting a lot of us round the UK at the moment, and that is about us leaving the EU. Will we ever leave the EU? What do you think? I'm quite curious because
It's quite weird, isn't it?
because, like, in my opinion, we all voted, and we all voted to be out, and now they're like, all the governments and all the different people up there in the bigger office chairs are all saying, no, we need more decisions, we need more time, you know, we need things going ahead, we need things happening, and they keep saying it can take up to 2 years, you know, but why, in my opinion, should it take up to 2 years? Ben Blog says, yes, we will. Well, I'm sure we will in the future because we obviously voted to come out. But what I don't understand here is why it's taking so long for us to come out,
Well,
if that makes sense.
I think what's happening here is that because when David Cameron was here, when he was Prime Minister, he did put this election out. He lost it, he left. I think now people like Theresa May, Boris Johnson, all that, or everyone they're involved with the government, I think now David Cameron's left them in a tight spot. They're having second thoughts because I think they know that it's going to affect the UK a lot when we do leave. So I think they're doing all these like more votes and all that to try and stall this so they don't have to actually leave the EU yet because they know it will ruin.
Yeah, well, Ben Blog says we should go with the majority of the people. And, you know, I think he's right because the majority of the people are obviously saying to leave. But obviously I understand, you know, there's a lot to do at the government side. But in my opinion, we need someone like Donald Trump. A lot of people slate him and call him a bad person. But the thing is when he goes up there and does his meetings and goes on stand, he's not afraid to put his spoke in and he's not afraid to say what he thinks should happen, and everybody around here just doesn't have what he has, which is the ability to go ahead and, you know, put the spoke in and, you know, have some common sense in the mind. All the governments round here are, you know, are all busy sorting other things out which don't have nothing to do with something that possibly really needs doing. If that makes sense, like for example, like there's loads of roads around the UK what like need resurfacing and stuff like that, but then they, like the governments and all of that, are spending all the money on completely different things what isn't obviously benefiting the things what we really need. So if you do want to get in touch with us on Network Radio, you can go ahead and get in touch just by commenting on the stream. And we now have Alan Walker faded. In just a few moments. In just a few moments, we have Alan Walker and Faded. It's just coming through to Network Radio, guys. Little bit of a struggle coming in there for some reason. Few technical difficulties here on our end. But Alan Walker and Faded is a good song. It's got a good tune to it. So that's what it's going to be on Network Radio. So stay tuned. I always think that that has a really good melody in it. I don't know about you, Harrison, but there's just something about
Yeah,
that song
I agree.
that makes me feel happy inside. So if you
Yes.
do want to go ahead and get in touch with the show, you can comment in to the show and
Yes.
obviously let me know what you think. We are talking about the EU and whether we think, whether we think we will leave or not. So all you've got to do is simply comment.
Yep. You can also go follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We have all of them. You can go see updates. We are also in the middle of making a Facebook page for this show. That is in development at the moment. A Twitter and Instagram page will also be made, so go check that out as well.
You're in tune to Network Radio.
So yes, guys, Facebook pages are obviously on the way, Twitters, stuff like that. We want to get this place and this radio station out so you can come in, you can obviously comment with your debates, your stories, anything you want to do. And also coming in the future, I am going to make a Skype account, so if any of you guys do want to ring in to the program, then you guys can ring in to the program and we can get you guys on here to share your stories and share your debates. But for now, guys, we're going to take a short advert break, then we will be back with some more music, so don't go anywhere.
Pills Pharmacy are there for you at the times when you need them. When you're ill, when you're sick, even when you have a cold. So just pop in to your local Pills Pharmacy today and they will sort you out with what you need. Pills Pharmacy, making your life better.
Every morning, pagkagising sa umaga, and I smell coffee. This is it. Let's start the day.
Kaming mga kapederasyon, let namin ang kape para tuloy-tuloy ang chikahan.
Pag coffee breaks sa work, I spend my time drinking coffee. Sabi nga sa kanta, I can't stop the feeling.
Yes, you can stop the feeling of drinking Nescafe 3-in-1. Choose any variant. Nescafe Sweet and Mild, Original, Brown and Creamy, and Strong and Rich. Enjoy the goodness of Nescafe 3-in-1.
Candy Block is back. Candy Block is big, and Candy Block now has a brand new, oh yes, brand new recipe for you. And that is the Candy Block chocolate cake. Enjoy a Candy Block chocolate cake to celebrate your birthdays, your Christmas parties, your Halloween parties. That is correct. Candy Block is back, new, bigger, and better than ever. Trust me, you've never had a better cake in your life. Candy Block! Nom 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 nom!
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Network Radio. You're in tune to the Harrison and Noble Show on Network Radio. Network Radio.
Yes, that is right, guys. It is me, Noble, here.
And me, Harrison, here.
And you are on the Harrison and Noble Show, where today we're talking about, are we ever going to leave the EU? Is leaving the EU going to happen? We all voted to be out. We all went to our wherever we go. We all voted. We all said straight up that we wanted to be out. Do you think we will be out?
I really think we won't.
I don't know. I think we might be, but I just think it's going to take a while. I think we're going to be out, but I don't think we're going to be out anytime soon. They keep saying it'll come forward, then it'll go back, then it will come forward, then it will go back.
Don't you think it's a bit mysterious how Cameron left? Because, like, I know that people were saying anyway to leave the EU, so Cameron put the election forward and then lost the election and left. But Theresa May comes in and she's worried. She's worried about this. I think she knows that it's going to harm us, harm our country. So I think that's why she's stalling it.
True. Well, I just don't think David Cameron, whatever, knew what to do. In my opinion, I think in my opinion, I think things got a bit tough for him after having it easy. We all voted to be out, and I think he just left because he couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like, you know.
It's quite stupid.
It is in a way,
today.
because it would be good if we could just, you know, be out there and get out and do what we voted. I mean, you think when we go back years and years and years ago, like, people in our country were making our food and delivering it, and it gave so much more people jobs, even if it was like long hours in a coal mine. Like, there was nowhere near as many people on the dole, and people were getting up, going to work and earning good, hard, you know, honest cash. And then we had our own food and supplies going to our supermarkets and not flown in and not, do you know what I mean? Not flown in and obviously like, not flown in and obviously like imported from other countries. In my opinion, we were doing it all ourselves, and I think that was better in my opinion.
Do you know what this is sort of like? It's sort of like when Greece declared that they might have to leave Europe because they were going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Technically, like, their government were like, oh, if we stay in the EU, we're going to go bankrupt and then we won't be a country. But technically, if they would have left the EU anyway, then they would have gone bankrupt anyway, because they wouldn't have been able to look after themselves without support from other countries. So that's what they had. So I think, from what I've heard, they've had 4 elections last year just on if they should leave. So it's sort of like the same sort of happening with us, in a way.
Definitely. I think that, you know, is a good idea. But like I say, guys, if you guys do want to get in touch, you can comment anything. It doesn't even have to be about leaving the EU. I just started it as a topic for something for us to go off. Can be anything. It can be this, be the snowy weather.
Sorry.
No, go on.
I just literally want to put this out there because I've just seen this, and if any of you has watched Peter Kay, he has just announced that Peter Kay is cancelling all tours, his first tour in 8 years for UK, which includes Ireland, Scotland, Wales and England, over not a lot of people buying tickets. So if any of you have bought tickets for it, then sorry, well, you can't really go now, can you? You're going to have to like trade them in or something. I don't know if they're giving refunds. I just thought I'd put it out there as I've seen it, and I just thought, see how people react to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if people have bought a ticket and now they can't go, it's going to be a little bit annoying for people, isn't it, who wanted to go, if you get what I mean, like... Yeah. Like, it's kind of, you know, what I was talking about on the last radio show. You know, people who went to the Lincoln Christmas market, you know, paid all of that cash, and then obviously, bang, you know, they were told no more. You know what I'm saying?
I've just got a I've just got a breaking news headline through from our good sources, which has just said that Peter Kay has cancelled upcoming UK tour due to unforeseen family circumstances.
Well, there it is, guys, and if you guys want to hear more on that story, soon enough we will be having our local news, weather and travel. Now, we are going to play you another song in a minute, which will be by Harrison, but first of all, we've got Joshua Plays, says New York City Pipe Bomb, and Ben Blog says, do you support F1? I don't personally support F1. I support the motorbike racing more than the F1, but I don't really support motorsports at all, really. Like
Lewis Hamilton for the win.
If I have to support anything, then it's the motorbike racing, because I have a family member what raced motorbikes, and if there was any particular type of motorbike racing I would support, it would be the Isles of Man TT. The MotoGP doesn't interest me that much, and stuff like that. But you know, the Isles of Man TT, the Manx Grand Prix, as I say, I had a family member what actually raced round there back in the 60s, so I definitely think, you know, any news about me in jail by Adam Johnson? No news about you in jail. So we're going to have another tune for you by Harrison.
Yes, so I am going for the same guy who did the track earlier on.
Well, that was fire. If you did miss that, guys, then when this stream ends and it becomes a video, be sure to tune in again and listen to that first song. He was spitting fire.
It was very good. It's by Bazanji again, but this one is called Everything Will Be Fine.
There you go. Network Radio.
About me going dropping now, but just know that everything I do, I'm doing it for you, and I know it's gonna work out, but I just need some time to prove. Thinking back to when I finished college, almost left the town. I was focused on the music, I just wanted to surround myself with all the stars, thinking they would help me shine, but really had to focus on what I had built inside. Cause I know I'ma get it, but just know it takes time. I hate to see you worry, but just know that I'll be fine. I'm waiting for the day when we can sit and reminisce. I'ma take you around the world and buy you anything you wish, but for now, just know that I've been working more than ever. I know that I'ma get it, so the family living better. I know that you still love me, but I wanna make you proud. I can't wait to see you smiling up in front of the whole crowd. Like, when I wanna get it, I just don't know how. I've never found it right now, but everything is alright. Everything is alright. If Papa don't worry, I'ma make you proud. I know you're scared, but it's gonna work out. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. I know that I owe you back for everything you've done. You left your happiness to help me pay my college funds. Living all alone in a place that you never been, and you worked your whole life to put me in a place to win. So I can't stop now. No, I won't stop now. And I know that I'ma get it, but I don't know how. Either make it as a dentist or just make it through the music. You give me everything you got, just know I never lose it. Nothing in this life I got can never be for certain, but I'ma make it work and make your hard work worth it. And as the clock ticks, I know you deep down hurting. I'm doing everything I can to make sure it don't worsen. But now, just know that I've been working more than ever. I know that I'ma get it, so the family living better. I know that you still love me, but I wanna make you proud. I can't wait to see you smiling up in front of the whole crowd. Like, I know I'ma get it, I just don't know how. I've never found how I feel right now, but everything is alright. Everything is alright. I tell them don't worry, I'ma make you proud. I know you're scared, but it's gonna work out. Everything will be fine.
Joshy Plays YT says, would you start a thing where you go on to people's Minecraft worlds to help them build a better world? Now, actually, that has actually just given me another good idea for a channel series, because I often say to people, yeah, I'll come on and help you build your worlds and help you make a world look better, but doing it as a Minecraft series is actually a good idea. I could, like, get their world featured on my channel, and I could go ahead and go and, you know, help them build a few things, help them make their world look a bit better, show them some tips and tricks, what I use to go ahead and build my world, show them some ideas that I have for the inside of furnishing houses, and, you know, obviously like that. But the only thing is I would like to have a different world each episode, if that makes sense. So, like, what I would do with this series is I wouldn't like do the same person each episode. So like episode 1 would be one person, and I'd like help just improve their world by like maybe one building or something, or like helping them with a better road design. And then episode 2 I would go and you know, to another person's world. What do you think about that, Harrison?
I'm going to be honest, I think that's a really good idea, because it would help the person, then it would also give them some more, as I said, some more support, and also it would get them a bit more, let's say, famous as well.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if I'm helping him with one building, and then say I'm making a series out of it, someone might watch my video, see that person needed help, and then they might, you know, drop him a message and on PSN and say, hey, look, dude, I saw that guy helped you, you know, on the YouTube video. Could I help you out? I've got some cool ideas. And then, you know, he could have a few different people by the end of it, you know, saying, you know, look, I'll help you with your world. And then he's getting a pretty decent-sized world going. If that, you know, if that sort of, you know, if that sort of gets there for you. So yeah, I think that's quite a good idea, actually. Yeah, great stuff. That's a good idea. Ben Blog says, I need help right this moment. Well, unfortunately, you know, I can't, you know, help you right now, as I'm obviously, well, as we're obviously live on air. But, you know, definitely a future thing. So, let's keep going with some debates. Have any of you guys still got snow around your area?
Yes.
You know, like snow. And I'm talking like, is it snowing for you? Is there still snow on the ground? Do you think that you're likely going to get more snow? Now, where I live, which is in Yorkshire, in the East Yorkshire, we're not getting any snow. We have the odd, like, wintry, sleety shower, but we don't get any actual snow. We had actual snow a couple of weeks ago, and it was like it snowed quite good for like most of the day, and then late afternoon it kind of like started, you know, melting, and then by Friday it was gone again. So, you know, hopefully I'd like snow. Like, would you like a white Christmas? That's something we can always debate about. Would you like a white Christmas? Does it make it more Christmassy? Does a white Christmas?
Do you know, like, when people want the snow? I wanted the snow so much, and the snow came last week. I've seen cars crash, I've seen people not be able to get out of their houses, me not being at school. I think it's like with me, my nan's coming down from London to do this and for Christmas, and we got to drive her back on the 27th. So if it's snowing, we got to go through back roads, got to go through motorways with snow, which won't be too good. Even though people do want the snow to make it look more Christmassy, I think sometimes it can be a really big inconvenience.
Yeah, Wolf Wolf Optic says, what's your PSN? My PSN is Ash101 Gaming 123. There's 2 A's at the beginning, so that's A, then Ash 101 Gaming 123. The reason why I've got that PSN name is, if you guys don't know, when I first got a PS4 and I found out you could like stream to Twitch, I made a Twitch account. And I was just going to call myself Ash101, but I accidentally put 2 A's at the beginning, and pretty much from there on I didn't realise for like months on end, because I didn't really check the account itself. I just literally carried on streaming, and then someone pointed it out to me and said that my PSN name had an extra A, and then I've just kind of stuck with the name. So can you type it? Yes, I can type it in the stream comments right now. And if you want my colleague Harrison's PSN name, I'm sure, you know, if he doesn't mind, I'm sure he'll tell you it.
I will also type mine.
Yeah, if he types his as well, then it just makes it a little bit easier for you guys to add us. And as soon as we finish on air, as soon as this episode of the Harrison and Noble Show has finished, then I'm pretty sure we will be sure to add you. And if there's any games you want us to play, then we will go ahead and obviously play them for you guys. So I'm gonna play a track here for you right now, and this is actually one of my most favourite tracks. It's quite an old school song. It's taken by the group Brooklyn's Poor and Needy, and the song is called Happiness Is Just Around the Bend. It's got a really cheerful piano in it, and pretty much I just think that it makes me happy. Go on, Harrison, before we play the tune.
Yep, after this song, I think we will have news, weather, and some traffic.
But first, before that, it will be an advert break. But this is Brooklyn's Poor and Needy. Happiness is just around the bend. Makes me feel happy. I won't be playing the whole song as it's 7 minutes and 41 seconds. But you're gonna get the you're gonna get the idea of what this song is. Stay tuned. You're on Network Radio with the Harrison and Noble Show. Well, that was Brooklyn's Poor and Needy with Happiness is Just Around the Bend. We are going to take a short advert break here, then Harrison will be back with the latest news and weather. It's Network Radio with the Harrison and Noble Show. Stay tuned.
You haven't tried the KFC dunked wings? So you must be Sarah then. Sarah has no short-term memory. She was going to get some wings when she forgot her wallet at home. But then she forgot why she went home. Also, she didn't know where home was. And why is she in Istanbul when she lives in Kyalami? She doesn't know. But she does know that she will one day taste the dunked wings. She has an excuse. If you're not her, then you have no excuse. Get the KFC dunked wings for only $21.90. KFC, so good.
Auntie here. Didn't recognize me, did you? That's because I've had a bit of a Manchester Arndale makeover. The red suit had seen better days, so I've swapped it for this snazzy three-piece tuxedo. Going for more of a 07 look this Christmas. The beard had to go as well. It was showing a bit of grey. And with 240 stores, there's an incredible choice of shavers. Mustache, Mrs. Claus wants me to help her choose a party dress.
Manchester Arndale. Whatever you've got in mind this Christmas, we've got inside.
But Tesco is here, and we dropped the price of white bread, flatbread, garlic bread, granary bread, chocolate croissant, chocolate brioche, chocolate mousse, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate gâteau, mushroom soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, broccoli and Stilton soup, sliced beef, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced salami, ice cream, whipping cream, clotted greens, and
New price drop at Tesco. Every little helps. Prices reduced on at least one product bespoke and line, selected UK stores and availability.
cocoa, chicken wings, Cajun chicken wraps, Skull Cannon.
Hiya, darling.
Hiya, Mum.
I'm on my way round. I'll be there at 6. Don't forget the roasties.
I forgot the roasties, and it's nearly 5 o'clock. What am I going to do? I know. Asda.
Asda's open 24/7 with a wide range of pre-cut foods. We're really here when you need us. These roasties are delicious.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Network Radio. From across the nation, all over the country, it's time for the Network Radio News.
Well, welcome to Network Radio News. So, today, nothing really is going on in the news apart from, as I said, Peter Kay cancels his first live tour in 8 years, which is quite upsetting for quite a lot of people. And a young girl, a 3-year-old girl, becomes fourth victim of a house fire. And 2 men have appeared in court due to the murders of her siblings in this fire. So now, as the news is going to go to the weather. Today in London, at the moment it is 7 degrees, not a lot of wind, rain or sun. It's mostly just cloudy. Going into Cardiff and the south coast of England, we have a lot of rain and around 4 degrees Celsius tonight. In Belfast, we have sleet with the highs of 4 degrees. Going up from the Midlands up to Scotland, we have quite a lot of rain. Some parts, including Birmingham and Oswestry, have snow. And going up to the highest point of Scotland, there's a bit of sleet. So now, for the last thing today, we are going to finish off with the travel. So today, we're going to start off with London. Now, going across the M25 and the M4 into London Heathrow Airport, we have long delays on the M25 due to a broken down vehicle and a crash due to snow. In Windsor, we also have a broken down vehicle, so there is quite a lot of delays there. Now going up to the M6 now, we have parts of the M6 closed between Redgrove and Solihull. That is due to a broken down vehicle. And in Solihull, we also have a flood alert due to a lot of rain and a burst water main near the river. This was your Network Radio news update.
You're in tune to the Harrison and Noble Show on Network Radio. Network Radio.
Well, yes, that was your news, weather and travel update. So as you can see there, you know, a few delays out there on the road. Some places not as bad as others. Still some snow in some places. A lot of places just pretty cloudy at the moment. We are talking about will we ever leave the EU. We are also talking about a new Minecraft series for my channel, helping people build worlds, and also Peter Kay cancelling one of his shows for the first time in 8 years. How could he do that? I wonder why. I wonder why he did. I wonder why he did such a thing.
Well, from what I have seen from our good sources at ITV News, thank you very much. What has happened is Peter Kay has cancelled his whole UK tour now.
The whole tour?
It was just one show in Birmingham, but now he's cancelled the whole UK tour due to family communications and conditions. So he can't communicate with some due to some people being, from what we think, ill and, well, terminally ill, as some people have been saying.
I mean, I suppose if it's an illness, I don't know if you guys know, but quite a while ago, Lady Gaga also cancelled a tour somewhere in another country due to an illness. So it just shows that, you know, you can't always know what your health's going to be like. Say if you've got, you know, something planned, you know, for sort of like, you know, maybe in a few months' time, you don't know by then if you come down with an illness, you have an accident. Every day is a new day with new challenges. You never know what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So...
also, I am having a look. I'm going to play this song next, but we have a new band called Sick World. If you guys have heard of them, they are quite good. I've listened to some of their songs. Sick World. They have just released a brand new song called Mental Issues.
Well, you're going to hear it on Network Radio.
Yeah. I've listened to it. It is really good. So, I'm going to play it now and see what you guys think.
I just feel like nobody really understands me, you know? It's like I constantly play this game in my head, like I think I'm good, and then I don't know. Mental issues, don't know what to call it. Okay, I got a couple screws loose inside my noggin. Shout out to my dad for not using the condom, cause now I'm a problem. Imagine these rappers were tight, mumble rap was just a gag at the mic. Back in the lab, they were actually tight, counting stacks, working nigga laugh at the heights. And these still poppin' rappers never dabbing and like sober and clean, never so crack in the night. Nice got your rap till I get dragged in a fight. The type who was that, but keep on grabbing the night. So just dabbing the facts, hope you handle the advice. Don't diss me, you don't wanna gamble your life. Yeah, I'm rambling, but you can tell I'm actually tight. Damn it, I just might hit a dab to the right. Like I'm coming from the dance of the night. These things happen, cause I happen to write. I'm still standing, bitch, I stand at a height that you can't fathom, so just pass me the mic. No one's gonna get in in my way cause I won't let you. Yeah, you're sick, but I am on another level. I don't like you and I'm not gonna pretend to. I got a great life that I need to attend to. It's fuck you and the people rolling with you. I'm actually fine. Alone with the issue. First time I do a show, I rage at the venue and flex on my ex like the way I was meant to. I need your number, Curdy, to fuck me. I wanted dirty sex with her since I Carly. We met at a meet and greet and it was lovely. She recognized me and I begged her to love me. You say I rap sad, I got one side of ugly. Think I'm not a savage, you must be a dummy. Got girls of different shades, they're calling me hubby. Girl, you get replaced if you start thinking funny. It's about time I flex, I think that I deserve it. Been rapping for years, really scratching the surface. Been on the ground too long and now I'm emerging. I'm stopping my music so Slim Shady's heard it. I've been crazy working on my daily urges to give you nothing less than amazing verses. Get turned at the club with the bottles you purchase while I'm in a fest. Every dream you've been curving, that's real. I got mental issues, I cannot ignore this. Okay, I could get help, but I can't afford it. Shout out to my mom for skipping the abortion. Your son will be enormous. Everybody from Higley High, please listen up. Thank you for telling me I should give up. You partied, I worked and finesse the buzz. How does it feel to get left in the dust? Funny how you girls keep hitting me up in my DMs like when we gon' fuck. I'ma need you to get off of my nuts. The girls who curve me, they turn into sluts. Don't say we're friends and don't wish me luck. I got my fans right here backing me up. I turn to music and you turn to drugs. Get to the business what sacrifice does. Try to be nice, but it wasn't enough. I think I like the person I become. Fuck advice, I listen to my gut, and it's telling me keep fucking shit up. I got so much anger that's inside of me. I just want to end. Everybody's so quick to judge me, but don't know what I've been through. I've been locked all alone inside of my room. Showing what with my pen. I say whatever I feel, I'm unapologetic. I give a fuck if I offend you. Fans writing me sick, I'm so sick of the boo, and we want to hear that rap bump in the trunk music. I got this beat behind me, check, I write to it. I've been up all night just so I can write to it. Why does it feel like you don't realize that I'm human? I have feelings too, and I feel I'm a loser. Got anger pent up, please don't tell me to cool it. I harness my emotions, and then I use it like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna show you more than you can see. All my props in my mind, slow me down because they run deep. All this time, you thought I was in my bed, but I can't sleep. All my life, I felt like no one could truly love me. Truly love me. Yeah.
Well, I have just had something in what is from Wolf Optic. He uploads to a channel called Wolf Curve. I believe that is how it's spelled. So that's good that you've got your own channel, you've got your own things happening. You have got things going on right there, and that obviously shows that, you know, you're into something, that you are keeping something up, which is absolutely amazing.
You're in tune to Network Radio.
So guys, as a matter of fact, while that song was going ahead right here and right now, and pretty much you guys are going to be in for a treat, because me and Harrison have actually been thinking about a giveaway, haven't we?
Yes, we have. We have been thinking about it for a while, but what we are going to do is we are going to give away an hour of game time with me, with Ash Noble. We can have an hour to do whatever you want us to do on Minecraft with you.
So that could be helping you with your world.
Yeah, or it could be playing mini games, or it could be coming in to have a look at a Park Drive set and Los Ashleys. It could be anything that you guys want.
Once you've won, and once you've got the time on Minecraft for that hour, you can choose what you want us to do. You can choose what goes down, and you can choose what happens.
Yeah, but to win this hour session with us, we are going to give you 2 Minecraft related questions.
2 Minecraft related questions?
Yeah, so if you guys answer both of these related questions, Minecraft related questions, should I say, if you guys answer them correctly, then we will pick the winner. We will pick, if there's more than one person who answers then we'll pick you guys out of a hat or randomly. So then we'll see who wins and we will contact you, or if we come up with a winner on show, then we will tell you on air.
So I'm going to go with the first question and Harrison is going to go with the second question.
Yep.
So the first question is, what are the colours of a creeper? Is it A, green and white? Is it B, green and blue? Or is it C, green and yellow? All you have simply got to do is comment in the stream for Network Radio on which one you think is the correct answer for the colour of a creeper, and we will be selecting a winner very soon. Second question, Harrison.
Yeah, so the second question is, when you get ores, now with some ores you have to smelt them. Some ores, when you mine them, you get the actual item. Now, which is the main ore which you have to smelt? If you can name more than one, then you have a bigger chance of getting this question correct. So name one or more ore that you have to smelt.
It's as simple as that.
Yep, and we will be picking someone who gets it right on air.
Probably a different air day though, so not today's episode. You know, in a couple of episodes time we'll probably have more information next time we're on air about when you will be expecting to hear about, you know, the winner and stuff like that, which you know, obviously should be quite good. So we're talking about all different things today on the show, aren't we? We're talking about the snow. We're talking about Peter Kay, who is turned down the whole tour due to family reasons and family of his maybe being ill, maybe not being feeling too well. And we're also talking about, will we ever leave the EU? That's what we are talking about right here, right now, on Network Radio.
You're in tune to Network Radio.
So yeah, that's pretty much as simple. And if you do want to get in touch with the Network Radio, all you have got to do, it's as simple as that, is just comment on the live stream, just like you guys would on any other normal live stream. It's pretty much as simple as that. You don't have to do much more than that to get in touch with the live show. So I've got another tune here for you, and this is Jonestown, Sweet Fang, and this is the Mustard Mix. You're listening to Network Radio.
Come on, girl. I've been going crazy.
thinking all the time, you're always on my mind. Hey sugar, tonight is the night. Let us both unwind, let's take this so right. Step in my room, 'cause lady it's on. I'm in the mood to love you all night long. 'Cause baby it's on till the break of the dawn. And I'll give you love until you tell me no more, babe. Here's the sweet thing. Here's the sweet thing. Here's the sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. Sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweet, sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
Step in my room, 'cause lady it's on. I'm in the mood to love you all night long. 'Cause baby it's on till the break of the dawn. And I'll give you love until you tell me no more, babe. Here's the sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweet, sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweet, sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweet, sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing. I'll give you some of this sweet thing. It's such a sweet, sweeter than a honeydew, and you'll never feel the same. My loving is a sweet thing.
Well, guys, that was Jonestown. That was Sweet Thing. An absolutely amazing song is that song. I actually really like Jonestown. Sweet Thing. It's
Very good song.
again, yeah, it's just one of them like happy songs again, but it's a bit clubby at the same time. Some, you know, if you'd
Yeah.
had a few beers in the pub, you could maybe have a bit of a You know, you could actually have a little bit of a boogie for it. And I know it's technically not news time, and you know this will get covered in the next news. But I have just had something come in, and there's been murder arrests after a pensioner has been beaten up in his home, and Arthur Gumbley was treated for injuries to his chest, neck, arms, and face. So 4 people have been arrested on suspicion of murder after a pensioner who was savagely beaten and robbed in his own home. He died in hospital. So the poor bloke, so Arthur Gumbley, known as Bob, was attacked at his house in Endwood Drive, Sutton Coldfield, between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the 21st of November, and jewellery, cash and a purse belonging to his late wife was stolen. He was found lying on the floor and covered in blood, having been punched in the face and kicked while on the ground, and was taken by ambulance to Good Hope Hospital, where he died on the Monday.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not being harsh, but how can you do that to
Yeah.
an old man, and especially to take his late wife's belongings? Like, I'm not being harsh, but he was probably like holding on to them to think of his wife, you know. There's some awful people about in the world. Like, I don't get why you would go to do that, but whoever the 4 people are who have been arrested, whoever actually did this or how many were involved, I hope they're brought to their justice. I really do, because that poor old man saw the last days of his life, suffering, beaten, bruised, blood. That's no way to live the last few hours, moments, minutes of your life.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It should be, you know, like, I mean, I know everyone goes at some point, but you know, like, I still think there's better ways to go. And like, think of it.
It's quite bad.
It is. I mean, I know the man, the pensioner, was getting old, but for all we know, he could have had a few years left. You know, he could have maybe found himself a new wife. He could have possibly gone and travelled some new places. He could have maybe met some new friends, took up a new hobby, and now that's just been completely taken and destroyed. Just due to a few people wanting to make a bit of cash and, you know, rob a few belongings. Like, just, you know, I don't know really how you can do that to people.
Yeah, it's quite stupid. It is quite stupid, to be honest.
You're in tune to Network Radio.
So you're in tune to Network Radio. You can comment in, you can start debates, anything that you want to talk about here on the Network Radio. The Harrison and Noble Show, be free to comment it in. That wolf person said that his snow is green and white. He said that his snow is different, so he's got bits of green in his snow. Have you had bits of green in your snow?
I don't think so.
I presume he's on about snow, because this was commented in just after we were last talking, when I did a brief update about what we're talking about, and he commented that in when a song was playing. So I presume it's about the I presume it's about the snow. But there is another debate, or another thing that I want to get up to here on Network Radio. Now, when I go to work on a morning, or when I go travelling, we listen to a radio station near me, and they were having a discussion on there this morning, and it was basically about getting rid of plastic straws and moving to paper straws. So what do you guys think about that? Like, in my opinion, wouldn't the paper just go wet and soggy once it was in the drink? But apparently for recycling issues, apparently they're thinking about getting rid of plastic straws and
let's say put a coating
Maybe.
onto the paper.
Yeah.
But the way that they make it, they couldn't put a coating inside.
No.
So I don't know how it would work.
I don't know how it would work, but I mean, I see where they're coming from, but you go to diners, cafes, bars, you know, milkshakes, you have a straw, don't you? Like, that's the thing of it. But when you buy these, like, say, like, you go to theme parks and you go into the gift shops and you get them, like, theme park cups, they've usually got the other type of straws, not the plastic one. But, you know, like the hard straws, which are, like, in the bendy shape. So why don't they just use one of them straws instead of a... Like, I don't know why, I don't know what the urge is, you know, to obviously use a paper straw.
I don't know how is paper gonna be more? How is paper straws gonna be better to recycle when we're still recycling the plastic straws?
Exactly. That's what I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. You know, the difference here.
Use when we recycle plastic straws than we do paper.
Yeah, that's exactly, you know, that's exactly what I was thinking about. So anyway, guys, we are going to take a short break, then I'm going to be back with the news update. Harrison is going to be with the weather and the travel.
Yeah. Tesco is here, and we've dropped the price of... white bread, flatbread, garlic bread, granary bread, chocolate croissant, chocolate brioche, chocolate mousse, chocolate fudge cake, chocolate gâteau, mushroom soup, lentil soup, chicken soup, broccoli and Stilton soup, sliced beef, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced salami, ice cream, whipping cream, clotted green salad.
New price drop at Tesco. Every little helps. Prices reduced on at least one product bespoke and line. Selected UK stores and availability.
Cocoa, chicken mince, Cajun chicken nuts, Skull Candy.
You haven't tried the KFC dunked wings? So you must be Sarah then. Sarah has no short-term memory. She was going to get some wings when she forgot her wallet at home. But then she forgot why she went home. Also, she didn't know where home was. And why is she in Istanbul when she lives in Kyalami? She doesn't know. But she does know that she will one day taste the dunked wings. She has an excuse. If you're not her, then you have no excuse. Get the KFC dunked wings for only $21.90. KFC, so good.
Pills Pharmacy are there for you at the times when you need them. When you're ill, when you're sick, even when you have a cold. So just pop in to your local Pills Pharmacy today and they will sort you out with what you need. Pills Pharmacy, making your life better.
Station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Network Radio. From across the nation, all over the country, it's time for the Network Radio News.
Good evening and welcome to the Network Radio News. 50-strong team helped a baby with heart outside of body, helped him survive against the odds. That is right, guys. Doctors have described how dozens of specialists worked together to help a baby who became the first in the UK to survive after being born with his heart outside of his chest. So, a baby specifically born with his heart outside of his chest, not inside, outside. So, Vanilla Hope Wilkins was due to be born on Christmas Eve, but the condition meant that she had to, that her mum had to deliver on the 22nd of November at Glenfield Hospital in Leicestershire, and the baby was born with her heart outside of her body. Absolutely just, I don't know, I've never heard of anything like that. in all of my life how a baby could be born like that, but I suppose weird things do happen. And Peter Kay cancels his first live tour in 8 years over unforeseen family circumstances. So if you guys did buy tickets, were wondering, you know about whether you're still going to be able to see him, then you're not going to be able to see him anymore. Chris Froome will not have gained unfair advantage from the asthma drug, doctors insisted. So, cyclist Chris Froome will not have gained an unfair advantage over his rivals by taking the banned level of an asthma drug on expert has said. So Dr. Brian Lipworth of the Scottish Centre of Respiratory something research, sorry about that, said taking higher doses of salbutamol can actually impair an athlete's performance because it can cause muscle weakness, increase their heart rate, and reduce positivism in their blood. It comes after unrhymed sample provided by Foreman in September showed double the permitment levels of the medication. And finally, here tonight, dead baby's ashes stolen in 2 burglaries. A box holding ashes of twins who died at birth have been stolen in a burglary in London. In a separate incident a day later, another baby's ashes were taken from a house in Belfast. The London theft happened in Richmond on Monday, which the Marmon box that helped the ashes taken along with jewellery. This has been a heartbreaking ordeal for the victim, who desperately wants her children's ashes returned to them safe and sound. Well, now we are going to go for the weather with Harrison.
Get the latest weather with Network Radio so you can plan your journeys ahead.
Well, thank you for that. That's quite, it's not nice. But we're going to start off with the weather. So we're going to start off at the south coast of England. Now, the south coast of England today, if you're down Dorset, going down to Cornwall-ish, you will be expecting some rain tonight with highs of 9 degrees. Now, going to London. London is just cloudy tonight with some clear skies, and the highest is 7. Now going up to Wales. Now between Cardiff and Aberystwyth, which are Cardiff's at the south and Aberystwyth's at the west, they are both have a bit of rain tonight, with the highs of 6 degrees. Now, Manchester, Hull, upwards, have quite a lot of rain today, and some snow in parts of Scotland, with highs of 4 in Manchester and Hull, and in Edinburgh, highs of 3. So now we're going to go on to the last thing for the news and weather, which is the travel. Now, we're going to start off with a place local to me. Now, in Ironbridge, there is flood cautions due to all the snow melting and running into the River Severn. So the River Severn is rising up, and the snow is making the river flood. Now, going into Birmingham, we got very big delays due to the Christmas market, German or Christmas market, however you guys want to say it. We are having very big delays on the A38 between Aston and Birmingham Centre. Now, the trains the trains between Birmingham New Street and between Birmingham New Street and Milton Keynes Central have very massive delays due to overhead wire fault. So they are trying to get that fixed as fast as they can. Now we're going to go to the centre of the UK, which is London. Now in London today, as I said earlier on, going on to the M4 and going to the M4 and the M25 at London Heathrow Airport, we're having very big delays due to a and the W6 in Hammersmith, Tallgrave Road, between Gillidan Road, North End Road. One lane is blocked following a collision. So we just got one more, and this is it for today. So we've got two more. So SW15, so West Hill, between Keswick Road and Halton Scale Road, we have a partial lane 1 restriction due to roadworks. And the last one we have tonight is SW8, which is Clapham Road. Both directions at the junction of Lingham Street, there's been a location. The road has reopened, but it is still quite busy. So these are your news, travel and weather headlines.
You're in tune to the Harrison and Noble Show on Network Radio. Network Radio.
Okay, Camo says, Ben Blog says, what about in Stockton and Middlesbrough? I'm presuming that was for the weather. We will be doing weather updates next time on the Harrison and Noble Show. Pro Gamer says, as well. How are you guys doing? We've had an absolutely amazing time here today with the Harrison and Noble Show. We've talked about loads of different things. When this live stream, however, does become sort of a video, when it's not live anymore, you can go ahead and you can come back and you can view. Accept my friend request. Yes, I will accept your friend request once the stream is over. We will accept friend requests. Do not worry about that. So Harrison is going to leave us off with a tune for today. I want to thank you all for watching. It's been Noble and Harrison.
Okay, I just want to share this with you. So the last one is one which I want everyone in this radio station to remember. This is Abstract.
And just before we play it, Pro Gamer says, are you enjoying doing it? So I presume he means the radio show. I'm enjoying doing this. Yes. It's been a lot of fun. This was kind of just a test for us to see if it would work. We've got plans for the future, and I think this could turn into something pretty cool. Just before we go, I'll just build for fun anyway. And dating for adult, go to Keita 18.tk. Why do dogs eat grass? Okay.
Also, I just want to share next episode we'll also be doing a sort of Q&A radio style, if that makes sense. So
and we may also be seeing a special guest on the show if all things go to plan. So Harrison's got that tune for you. It's been Noble, it's been Harrison. See you next time.
Good night.
the light. We didn't realize had to get there'd be sacrifice. We didn't take into account the craziness of life. Remember setting up those speakers, calibrating lights, hoping that our friends would come support us for the night. And maybe 20 in the crowd, we thought we owned the world. Look at me now, like I was stunting on my old girl. Heard she came through for a bit. I was like, word. July, I moved to San Fran, now he's taking over. Mickey and Jason moved to Aspen, they're like started over. But when we talk these days, don't feel a day has passed. Still the same sand within that. And wish I saw you more, I'm happy that you're doing good. Overdue for a team reunion, we probably should. No, it ain't what we had all planned, but it's working out. Turns out change is all you can be certain about. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. They say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life won't make it happen anyway. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. They say don't change, don't change, don't change. No matter what you go, you're gonna happen anyway. Hit me up on message, tell me never change. But I think what they mean isn't what they say. I'll always be the same kid speaking from his heart. The one who steps into the lab all to push the art. Who steps into his mind just to pick it all apart. The extroverted introvert who's puzzled by the earth. Caught between who he is and what he does for work. But when I'm gone, you spread my message. Don't just put me on a shirt. And if you come about my small town, hope you know I did it first. No hate to those before me, I just really made it work. No one put me on, barely down to let me open. Now I'm every day getting closer to my moment. Don't you get it twisted, road I took was never golden. Shit was frozen, I was slip sliding steady through emotions. Gave my heart to passion, even after passion broke it, that's real. Change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. No matter what you go, gonna happen anyway. It gon' happen anyway. It gon' happen anyway. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen. And I say don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. But no matter what you do, it gon' happen anyway. Oh, oh, oh. It gon' happen anyway. Oh, oh, oh. It gon' happen anyway. Oh, oh. It gon' happen anyway. Oh, oh, oh. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. No matter what you do, it can happen anyway. My whole life is on the rise. Shit I wrote down, I'm seeing with my eyes. There's some shit I used to dream about, but I was plotting with the team about. Shout to all my friends that saw the magic in my vision. The ones who let the kid know they still riding with him. So put your seatbelts on, we about to take off. Got the word from ground control, time for liftoff.